Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Life and Death Part 2, because that was X-Men episode 6 from X-Men 97. And this picks up from where the events of Life and Death Part 2, Storm storyline picks up after, where Storm has Forge in the bed, and she's trying to stop the magical wound from, going close to Forge's heart. And, they were talking about everything that's going on. And, of course, the adversary was trying to get Storm to, forget about Forge. It was Forge's fault. There's a reason why you lost your powers. You need to give up. Don't save him. And she's like, no, everybody deserves to live. And they didn't really, the adversary kept antagonizing Storm, of course. And Forge, because he is a Native American shaman. If you guys don't know, his tribe has a little bit of magical abilities, and he was able to kind of banish the adversary for a little while. And he was telling her how there's a special cactus that has magical properties that'll help him from be saved from the adversary, but they have to get to a cave. And he was like, if I'm going to die, then I'd rather die with someone by my side instead. And Storm was like, okay, well, we'll ride to this cave. Now we jump to Professor Xavier being announced as Lilandra's consort. And the Shi'ar Empire didn't really want him to didn't want her to be together, because then it kind of opened up with the battle of the Shi'ar versus the Creed, of course. So we see that battle happen, where we have Deathbird and the Imperial Guard stop the Creed. And then of course they announced that Lilandra will be marrying Charles Xavier. But like I said, the Shi'ar Empire don't know if the Terrigen should be trusted. That's what they call us Earthlings. And it's kind of crazy, because it's just like, well, you guys assimilated a lot of cultures into your empire. Why is Charles Xavier being married to Lilandra a problem? You know what I'm saying? When y'all do the same thing, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I find that very strange that they were a little bit of xenophobic when their empire literally takes other cultures and planets and force them into the empire, you know what I mean? So Charles Xavier used his psychic powers when Deathbird tried to go against Lilandra and the council, and he uses his psychic powers to kind of teach them, like, hey, the whole point of coming together is to share our differences, because they wanted Charles Xavier to, in order to marry Lilandra, to give up his past life, forget about his X-Men or whatever. And Charles was actually thinking about really doing it. And he kind of told Lilandra a little bit beforehand that he kind of miss Earth, and he kind of want to see his ex-children. He just kind of worries that he think he still have much to teach them. And Lilandra kind of put him at ease, where was like, you're a teacher, but you kind of have to let your students grow and learn. And he was just about to intuit, while he was doing the little psychic thing with the Shi'ar, and explaining their life, their rules, and how they assimilated other cultures and people into their empire. He got a psychic echo of his X-Men, like he got the psychic echo of E for Extinction event that happened, where Gambit died, Magneto died. It was horrifying, and he was like, I have to return. And she was like, if you return now, you almost convinced the council, but if you leave now, everything that they said about Earthlings will be true. He was like, it does not matter right now. My X-Men need me, because of the whole, he felt, all of the terrible things that happened to mutants on Earth while he was gone. So come on, Lilandra, come on, Shi'ar, you can't ask somebody to pretend like his people, his kind, doesn't even exist. And even then, hell, they were racist towards mutants anyway, which is crazy. He was like, he's not even a pure Terrigen. He's a mutant. Like, what the hell? Like, so I don't know. It was just one of those kind of things. Then, of course, it jumps back to Storm and Forge finally going to the cave. And she was like, where is this, where does the cactus live? He's like, I knew, he's like, the reason why I came, and because he gave her a flashlight, is because I know your fear, Storm, and, you know, I wanted to, like, forewarn you. This is where the cactus grows. And he kind of shows off this this corner where it is claustrophobic. If any of you guys know Storm, you know Storm is claustrophobic. She hates small spaces, but she's going to go in there to help Forge, and she goes in there, you know, but she drops the flashlight, and then that brought the adversary back out, because again, the adversary feast on fears, you know what I'm saying? So it feasts on the fears of the person that's trying to attack or whatever, and it's trying to tell Storm to forget about Forge, let him die, and you know, you didn't want your powers in the first place. You had told Jean what it would be like to be human or whatever, and she was like, the reason why your powers didn't come back after Forge used his machine is because you denounced your powers a long time ago, because you didn't want to feel, you didn't think you deserved your powers. And she was like, no, it's not like that. And then the adversary's creating this illusion like she's getting compressed by the cave that she's in, which you already know, of course, once again, Storm is very claustrophobic or whatever. And then she was like, no, I do not fear. And she was like, it's the return of the lightning. And, you know, she activates her powers to Omega level, you know, and we already knew Storm was an Omega level mutant anyway, but I'm saying this time it is there to show, and basically it is Superman's flight, just with Storm. If you guys seen Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, y'all can bash all you want to, but that man has such a chokehold on the industry that they use a lot of his scenes and moments and his techniques into their filming process. Because when Storm blew out of that cave, and thank God they brought her hair back, because the Mohawk look wasn't working for nobody. Let's be honest. We're not going to sit up here and pretend like people want to see Storm's Mohawk hair in the silver costume. It just doesn't work. So what Bo DeMeo and them did is that when she got her powers back, she flew up into the atmosphere and she transformed, but they put her back in her first appearance costume. So her first outfit from, you know, the all new X-Men back in the day, the all new Uncanny X-Men, where they introduced Thunderbird, Banshee, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Wolverine. That was really kind of cool, even though that's still the wrong outfit that Storm wouldn't have wore, because remember, it's supposed to take place in the 90s, so Storm actually wouldn't wear that costume. There are two costumes that they could do, but I know I was talking to, I know one person on social media was like, they should have just gave Storm her ponytail, because later half of the 90s series, she does put her hair in a ponytail with the silver costume. So that would have been pretty cool, but since they didn't go that route, they could have went the other route where she had like this sportsy fit look. They call it the sporty look. It's like a black tank top shirt, tight pants, and she has a cape, but the cape goes around her arms or whatever, and she has the little two white strands of hair, which is pretty cool, honestly. That was something, you know, to really see. So that would have been a cool costume to kind of bring back, because if we're going to change costumes, which I heard there's a rumor that they're going to change costumes, okay, fine, but you better change them to iconic costumes that people like, which of course everybody's going to like that one. Preferably, I would have wanted to see the other version of that costume. It's kind of like, I call it the astonishing outfit. So basically, it's kind of like that outfit, except for it's a full body outfit, you know, from her original look. It's a full body outfit where the cape is a little bit longer or whatever. I'll probably, if I get a chance to, I'll probably have to edit to show you guys the pictures that I'm talking about for Storm's outfit. We'll see. But that would have been a cool costume to kind of see. But you know, you guys can always look up Storm's costumes and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So that happened. She was able to heal Forge, and Forge was saying, well, what should we do now? Are you going to return to X-Men right now, or should we go on a romantic romantic island adventure? And she was like, that could be fun. And then she turned on the TV, and then that's when she saw the Mutant Massacre. And the episode kind of goes off from there. Well, no, never mind. It jumps to that's one of the scientists, and he's running in the city. He's running away. He was like, I did everything you asked. I matched Master Mole. I got him to, attack Genosha and stuff like that. It didn't look like that guy even wanted to do all of that. And Mr. Sinister was like, do not be afraid. For all you have to do is do what I say. Mr. Sinister will rule, and then it goes off, and then that's really it. So that was Life and Death Part 2. I have to give it credit. You know, once again, X-Men 97 is shutting my ass up. You know, it is surprising. Once again, the only problems I have is the animation quality, because I can see the mistakes, but other than that, the episodes are pretty good. So, you know, hey, I can't really hate on it. I'm pleasantly surprised, but that's just one show on Disney Plus that they actually did correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I know how some people are like, oh, you know, you always talk that junk about Disney stuff, but you know, you ain't saying nothing bad about X-Men 97. Well, of course, because it's good. You know what I'm saying? If it's good, I'm gonna praise something that's good. It's not like I haven't talked about other movies or shows that I actually like, you know, that some people might not like. So, you know, how that goes. I just, you know, I wish people would stop assuming that just because people are criticizing certain things, that when something is likable, that we don't like it or something like that. Some people are boycotting, you know, are boycotting X-Men 97 because of Disney Plus, and of course I'm not gonna blame people for that. And you know, hey, you know, luckily I got other ways of going around Disney Plus, but still, you know, it is what it is, and I have to watch it because I made a huge video about, hey, the show most likely is going to suck, and I have to kind of like review it and give you my thoughts and opinion on it, and take back, you know, the stuff I'm saying. You know, but you can't really blame me for having those kind of thoughts when you have the writers and the artists talking about, you know, LGBT stuff and pushing a certain agenda in the show that I just do not feel like I need to deal with. But those are my personal opinions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hey, Disney got it right with this one. Let's hope they can continue. Like I said, I don't want to give them too much credit because they can easily change this crap around and then it could be messed up. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.